Welcome to today's trade ideas and signal. Good morning. We'll be starting from where we left off yesterday, and what we are seeing here, without delaying ourselves much. This was our analysis yesterday. We had this major shift in the markets, and we have this flip. It was at this flip that we're expecting this OB to materialize into the highs. But when I later checked, I discovered that we eventually had the major TC, which is structure break on higher time frame. But what I noticed is the fact that it did not close above it. It didn't close above it. Then from what we can see here now, our major TC or structure break did not eventually hold. So we see is liquidity being touched above it and coming down. But on 1 hour, we see the fact that it's closed above it. But for a major something, we can be expecting some major, we can be determining major structure break with 1 hour structure here. So what we have is flip. We have a flip, and we have a retracement back into the into the minor strong low that we have here. And here happens to be our, if I thought we were going, let's hide this. That was our yesterday trade, but I was expecting that in daily we closed above this level. At least we should have some kind of retracement back into the other block before we continue to move. As we can have it, we have this major TC here, but it didn't close above it on major level. So if I thought if we're going to do some analysis here, what we have here is this leg to be our strong minor strong low, and here to be a minor weak high that we're expecting market to eventually reach. So this will be our dealing range on lower time frame. On lower time frame, there will be a dealing range, and we're anticipating some kind of level. So we are the 50% of that dealing range, and market is kind of like trying to move high in the market. So what we have within this level is what is it called? We have this what is it called? Okay, so within the range that we have here on minor structure, we have this turtle soup within the range. And we talk about internal liquidity taking before. This is a minor liquidity taking, which is turtle soup, and we eventually have this flip here on lower time frame is a minor flip. So if at all, and that's the reason why I picked this level as the hobby that we are anticipating is a minor hobby, but nonetheless, I'm anticipating the fact that okay, if it eventually didn't come into this other block that we have here, then we can use this particular level to do what? To kind of transcend into the height. We miss our trade here, and I've been trying to study what is causing the something. But if you want to study any pair, you've got to try and understand what in your strategy is sending the price higher or resisting the price from going lower. And what I see here personally is we are within this internal structure here on 1 hour. But I didn't want to believe that it's this internal structure alone that send the price high into the high like this, because if we're going to have this internal structure sending price, it shouldn't come into the deeper side of the internal structure that much. So further deep into the something, we talked about this particular level to be the flip, the minor flip that we have on lower time frame, that we are actually expecting that price is going to come back into this other block, little other block that we have here. But as we have it, it is the flip which serves as the mitigation block that sent price into the highs. And what I noticed this at the same time with this particular level is also this flip. This is the level that sent the price lower, and this is the leg that is sending price higher again. So This particular leg is what is expected. This is the other block that's sending the price higher. But as you can see, this is the other block we're expecting here to, market shift gear. And, anything can happen in the market, but we have to be able to adapt and learn what the market is trying to do. So from what I'm learning from these markets now, it's the kind of like, okay, our normal level, I mean, normal point of interest might not kind of, so maybe, there was a time we were just basically using this internal structure to trade to that is the major level that is sending price higher and sending price higher and or lower. Either supporting price or resisting price from going down. But now what we are having is mitigation block, which is a minor flip that is sending price even higher in the market. And as you can see, the same thing happened there. So that's number two now. And from what we are having now, that's number two in our data collection. And we're still going to kind of see what is going to happen in the eventually. But what we are having here, the liquidity below this low has been taken. The only thing I'm banking on, number one, is this minor flip that we have here within this internal structure that we have on lower time frame. So I'm expecting this is a turtle soup and it is a price rejection from that level, which happens to be a minor flip on lower time frame. And we are going into the highs again. This reversal that we have here, or retracement, as we can call it, give us this kind of movement in the market. So personally, I'm anticipating that, okay, since we missed this level, based on the fact that, because I was considering it's too clean to be true anyway, this level standards, and immediately we start having this kind of retracement, just straight movement downward yesterday. I've been thinking that, okay, we might eventually not have the mitigation of this level before we go back into the high. But I didn't know that we're going to kind of use this mitigation block here. So since we have it, we've got to look for another opportunity. And what happened here might still be repeating itself somewhere. But we never know what will happen eventually. But we just kind of like give our projection on the market and try to see if there is anything we can capitalize. So if I thought the only thing I want to be capitalizing on this particular level, number one is I'm still expecting if we have a shift here on lower time frame and it's kind of break this low, then automatically I'll know that we are coming for this other block that we have below here. And this mitigation block here is going to support our price data collection. I'm going to kind of know. Then we have this OB here again. But personally is a mitigation block and it's lying perfectly on the 50% range of Asian range. So this will be my two trades that I'll be looking forward to. If this one did not materialize, then I'm expecting that we can search below and come into this place to kind of use it for proper mitigation of this level into the highs. So whichever ones happen, we are playing a probability game and numbers game. So the only thing we can do is to increase our hedge in the markets, which is our risk management. So, using proper risk management means you have a very good risk reward ratio on your part. And as we have it, we have 1 to 5, which is 6 return on every investment that we have in the market. So we'll be banking on this, and this will be the end of our analysis this morning. So I'll be looking forward to either of these two trades. If this one didn't hold, then we're expecting this one in the market. But nonetheless, this will be our trade, no more further something. But personally, I believe in the high price movement. I've been talking about price going high for a while now, for like since last month. I've been talking about it. Immediately we have this major TCM. So expecting that we're going to have price coming into the ice, except maybe we're going to get to this level, or maybe this level can send price lower. But at least for now, using structure, I believe we are going into the ice. So that will be my analysis for today. And that will be our trade, potential trades anyway. We just limit on that. So nonetheless, if we miss the trade, no problem. We continue analyzing, but don't forget we're already in this trade and it's already in profit. And we'll continue with that. But nonetheless, we are looking for every other opportunity to follow through and to maximize our profits eventually. So we see different opportunity that is going to give us, but we kind of need to check 4 hours anyway. And 4 hour again. This particular level is kind of like we can try and see. Let's come into PDA. Let's see what it is on 1 hour. Okay. So this particular level might be the level again. Now we send pricing to the highs. We have it yesterday. But I'm not going to be buying. We have three candles here that are so if at all this is the flip here. We have a minor flip here. We have another flip here. So but nonetheless, I don't want to over. You can see this particular level here. And it has even tapped level from 4 hours. So there is proper mitigation of all these levels to this particular level. And this is the only place there that we didn't have proper mitigation. Should we risk it? Maybe we can risk it all and try to see if we're going to have some kind of movement from the level. So let's see. That's 23.5 pips in the markets. Let's try and see if we can 23.5. Let's do one. Okay. Because this one that we are now having, that's 1,000, that's 15, 115, 115. That's 115, 115, 115, 75, 1175. Give us perfect 45. Nonetheless, this something has even touched the place, but we can still be anticipating. Maybe it's going to kind of like come into the level. Get 21.